Hello, we're back. We're back sitting here in this spot again. I sat here right when I moved into this apartment in this same little location, and I just thought maybe I should do it again. But hi, if you're new here, my name is Jeanine Amapola. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new here. So if this is your first time seeing my face, hello. I really hope you will subscribe. Even if you don't, I get it, but I hope you will stick around for more of my videos. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. I've missed you guys. Haven't posted lately. I've been traveling so much, that's no excuse, but I've also just been really uninspired and unmotivated. And then I went to the YouTube Creator Summit, and then just all these ideas just sparked in my brain when I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do this, this, and this, and this. And like, suddenly I was so motivated. But I just wanted to sit down and just chit chat, because a lot of times on my vlog channel, which you guys can go subscribe to down below, I'm very raw and honest on there, but on this channel I'm not too much, just because my videos just aren't really like that. But I thought, let me just sit down and chit chat with you guys and grab a cup of coffee without me spilling this on my couch, answer some questions, but also just really update you guys on like life and where my current headspace is at, and just giving you guys some advice and some things that I've learned in the past 6 months. And I just want to sit down and talk, because ultimately my goal of YouTube has never been make as much money as I can or get as many followers as I can. There definitely was a time period where I was trying to grow as quickly as I can, and yeah, my channel still grows, but it's not nearly how it used to be, just because I got burned out from trying to keep up with the trends and trying to do what everybody else was doing, and I got burnt out, and I realized that just wasn't me. That wasn't my nature. And that's why I wanted just to sit down and chit chat with you guys and talk about life, and just hopefully this will help out some people, because I felt like God was, if you're new here also, I'm a Christian, hello. I just felt like God really wanted me to make this video, and I don't know why, but I feel like there's just something in this video that someone may need to hear or may benefit from. And if it doesn't, that's fine too. And I'm not trying to be Miss Motivational Speaker Woman. I just want to basically share my life and my stories with you guys, and in hopes that it will help someone out. Lately, life has been challenging, but also so good. I really feel like I am in one of the best spots I've been in a very, very long time. A lot of the times before, I was kind of like faking my happiness, or I would go through these ups and downs of my relationship with God, because I wasn't setting myself up to be in a right position to be following God 100%. Ultimately, you guys, if you are trying to have a relationship with God, and if you're not a Christian, I understand. That's just something that's been my faith ever since I was a little girl. But I realized that my relationship with Christ was constantly fluctuating, because I wasn't setting myself for success. And what I mean by that is the people you're surrounding yourself with and the situations you put yourself in are going to determine your success. And in almost anything, whether, that's a job or relationship. I mean, there's many scenarios where that could be determining your success. Specifically for me, I realized that this is also not towards anybody. This isn't shading anybody, so do not take this out of context. But I realized by me living in LA, I was really confused who I was in LA, what I was doing, what I wanted to do YouTube wise, and did I want to do acting? Did I want to do singing? Did I want to do dancing? Like, there's still things I want to do, but I was just super confused. And then I, was single here, and that was great and all, and then now I'm in a relationship, and like, there was just a lot of changes that happened. And then I moved here by myself, and that was kind of scary at first. And then I got new friends. I got a new friend group. I'm like in a Bible study now, and I have like a mentor, and I'm in this awesome church. And like, there was just so many things that happened that changed my life, but for the better. Like, I'm genuinely serious about how it made my life better. I'm in this Bible study now, and I'm with these amazing girls that genuinely care, that genuinely are uplifting me and praying for me and caring about my success. And none of them do YouTube, and there's nothing against YouTubers, but most YouTubers are self-focused, and I was that too, It was all about my success, my numbers, my growth, my blah, 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 blah. that I just became very selfish. And that is not a lifestyle that I want to live. I don't want to live a selfish, self-centered, everything's about me lifestyle. And I realized that that started changing as well, where I started giving more and I started caring more about people and putting other people first. And I was like noticing it, and I was like, wait, whoa, I'm like actually evolving. And by me living here by myself as well, I'm learning to be more okay with just me and just me alone and God hanging out, which is what I knew what would happen if I lived alone. And I'm really thankful to see that it really has made a difference. And then I'm in this relationship that is growing me so unbelievably much in a great, great way. It's honestly crazy. I didn't realize how, in a way, I could have been dependent upon somebody, and it's making me have to take a step back and be like, okay, Jeanine, who are you apart from this relationship? Your identity is not in this relationship. In any relationship, my identity is in Christ. And that is something that's been really awakening for me as well, is because I feel like in the beginning of the relationship, I was like putting my identity in this relationship, and I can't do that. And, everyone's been asking me, are you guys going to get married and blah, blah, blah. And yes, there's talks about marriage, but I also have to be okay with the fact that if God doesn't want me to be with this person, I have to be okay with that, because my identity is not in this relationship or in Devin. And I am a separate entity from that person. I have to be 100% complete without this person in my life. When you get married to somebody, it's a person who's whole and another person who's whole joining. It's not a broken person and a broken person who join together to make something complete. No, we both have to be whole to work properly together. So that's what I've been doing. And people always hear about how the whole cliche, like you need to like love yourself and be okay with yourself before you start dating. Like, it sounds cliche, but it is kind of true. But it's, in that sense, it's a bigger thing for me where, like, I have to be okay with who God made me and be secure in myself and work on myself so that I can be the best future wife for somebody. Whether that's Devin or somebody else. Obviously I hope it's Devin. I have to work on me and being stable and secure and fully confident in myself and who God made me to be so that I can have a successful, healthy relationship. So that's something that I've been learning a lot lately. And I've also been able to be very aware of bad habits and things I've had because I went to Christian counseling recently. Now, this is something that I was a little nervous to talk about because it's a very taboo thing to talk about for some reason, that people are going to see a counselor. And especially in the South, a lot of people have this weird negative connotation with counseling, that they think you're broken. And I didn't go to see a counselor because I thought I was broken. I saw a counselor because I wanted to make sure that there was nothing from my past, my childhood, that would resurface in a future marriage or even just down the road that I was bottling up or that I never dealt with. And so I basically just went to go see a life coach and a Christian counselor who also happens to be my Bible study leader. And that's been something that has been so eye-opening for me and so unbelievably healthy, and I've been able to process things and have someone who knows and has been there, that's smart and wise, to lead me and help me figure out why do I do the things I do. And the Bible talks about in Proverbs all the time about using wisdom and seeking counsel from elders and just seeking wisdom in your decisions. And that's been something that I've been doing that's been amazing for me, and having people around me. So that's another thing. Like, basically this is what I was trying to say. To set yourself up for success, you need to have people, great people around you to help you do that. So by surrounding myself with certain people, having this Bible study leader, being active in my church, confessing sins, having good people around me, people who genuinely care about me, has made a world of a difference. And then also sitting right here, sitting my little hiney on this island right back here, not literally on it, but like at the chair, at the island, reading the Word of God and journaling every morning, or attempting to every morning, has been vital and just so, it makes such a crazy difference in my life every morning. Just spending time with the Lord every morning. And if you don't know how to start doing that, just like literally just open the Bible and start in like John, start in Matthew, just start reading, asking God to show you where you have sin in your life, or where you're lacking, or ways you can get to know Him better. So that has been so unbelievably crazy in my life. And I just see my heart changing. I see the way that I treat people, and I look at myself, how I speak to myself. I used to literally believe so many lies about myself. I literally used to believe that I was too fat, I was too dumb, I was too ugly, I wasn't successful enough to hang around certain people. I mean, y'all, like literally I was just letting the enemy, Satan, chirp in my ear every morning, and it was so sickening what I was allowing him to do. And once you start recognizing those lies in your life and you take captive of those thoughts and you take a hold of those thoughts, like Satan has no power. He only has power if you let him. If you keep letting him have a door into your life and you never shut it, he's going to keep doing that. And he will literally take any entryway into your life that he can get. So by all the lies I was believing about myself, I was allowing him, Satan, to just destroy me and my identity. And I didn't know who I was. And when you don't know who you are and your identity, you're a leaf blown in the wind. Literally any breeze that takes you adrift, you go ride that breeze. And that's why I was just floating in friend groups, constantly trying to adapt and trying to find who my friend group was and who I belonged to. And then I started just realizing, like, stop doing that, Jeanine. Like, you don't belong to every friend group. And once you know your identity, it's like no one can take you down. Like, I'm serious. Once you know your identity in the Lord and who he says you are, then someone can say, hey, you're a dumb, stupid, ugly, whatever. And you can just stand there and be like, okay, cool. Sorry you feel that way. I don't. Like, if someone were to literally say that to me, yeah, it might hurt for like a second. But then at the same time, I'm like, okay. You know, like, maybe I thought that about myself a while ago, but I don't feel that way about myself. And I know that's not who God called me to be. So once you get a grasp of who God has called you to be, honey, girlfriend, nobody can take you down. I've just been like realizing all this stuff lately. I mean, Kylie Jenner wasn't wrong. It's the year of realizing thing. I'm kidding. That was like 2016. I don't remember when she said that, but it's been crazy, crazy, crazy good, you guys. So I've just been learning so much. I'm so thankful for the changes that God has made in my life and how priorities that I had in my life before are not priorities anymore. And I think that's kind of why I've been kind of like fluctuating on what I'm posting on the internet a lot lately, is because I'm like, what is this really for? At the end of the day, all of this will burn and it'll all disappear when I die, when the world ends, whatever, when Jesus comes back. Like, everything that I have, the earthly possessions, the car, whatever, it'll all disappear. And that's not to say that you can't have nice things, but just make sure you check your heart. Because at the end of the day, I would be much rather known for having a beautiful heart and leading people to the Lord and letting people know their identity and saving girls from negative thoughts and lies and wanting to kill themselves. Because I've been getting emails from girls saying that they want to kill themselves and they reach out to me because they feel like they have no other option. I would rather be somebody that saves someone's life and has a pretty heart and is known for helping people than having been known for, oh, her outfits were awesome, she drove a nice car, she had a beautiful home. That's not my top priority in life, and it shouldn't be yours either, because you can't take them with you when you die. You know what I mean? I really hope I'm not being taken wrong, because I mean, I think a lot of people could view me and be like, that's a hypocritical. You have the nice apartment, you drive a nice car, you have the MacBook. I mean, you get what I'm saying? I get why someone would assume that I'd be hypocritical in this moment, but I'm just trying to say, like, check your heart. Like, make sure that it's not your top priority and you're not doing it for others. You're not doing it to impress people. That's something I've been learning a lot lately, is like, the money and the nice things, like, they're nice, but they're not going to satisfy me at the end of the day. I could still live in this home and still be just as depressed as anybody else. You know what I mean? So I've just been singing a new song lately, and I've been having so much joy in my heart lately, and I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, I would be a disaster. I would be a heartbroken, messed up girl if I didn't have God in my life. And that's why I speak about him so much, because when something has changed your life, undoubtedly, and people see it and you feel it every single day, and you just know what he's done in your life, like, forgive me, but I won't be able to shut up about it. I never will be able to shut up about it, because when you encounter the mercy and the true relationship of God and his love and his compassion, your life will never, ever, ever be the same in the best way possible. Trust me when I say that. To sum it all up, I've been learning a lot. God's been amazing. You know, I want to keep posting more content like this, but I also still want to be able to post other, you know, skits and comedy videos and everything else I normally do. But I feel like I always want to make sure that this is the underlining thing in my content, that you guys know my heart and you know who I am and that I'm here to help you guys. I just want to make sure and reiterate the point that if you feel alone, or if you feel sad or empty inside or depressed or suicidal, or like you just don't fit in or belong, please know that I've been there, and please know that you're not alone, first off. And second off, that there is a solution to that, and there's an answer to that, and his name is Jesus Christ. I know that's not the popular answer, and I know that people don't want to hear that, and I know that people want to find the answer to their pain in many alternatives, whether that's drinking or a boy or drugs or antidepressants or whatever the case may be. Please just know that there's somebody that loves you and cares about you and hears your pain and your cries at night. Please know that. There's been many times where I would cry at night just feeling so alone, and I never ever felt like I fit in somewhere, especially like in high school. I didn't feel like I belonged. In college was really rough for me because I didn't feel like I belonged anywhere. I mean, I didn't come from a rich family. I came from immigrant parents. I was Christian. I was homeschooled growing up. I mean, there was like all these things. Like, I wasn't in like the popular sorority in college. I wasn't, like, there was so many scenarios growing up that, you know, made me feel like I never ever belonged. And I look back now and I know that God set me apart for a reason. And I know that God had me be where I was for a reason. God sets you apart for a reason, because we're not supposed to look like the rest of the world. And even in YouTube, I've never ever felt like I belonged fully in the YouTube community. I never fully fit in, and that's just been like a trend throughout my whole life. And I just want to like reassure you and reaffirm you, if you felt that way, you're not alone, and that's okay. We're supposed to be set apart. God set it up that way. Especially as a believer, it's set up to be that way. When I finally realized that, again, it was like my identity was like revealed to me of like, Jeanine, like, you are a child of God, and you're not supposed to look like everybody else. You're not supposed to do what everybody else does, because then you wouldn't be representing Christ well. So again, like, if you feel alone or if you felt like you never fit in somewhere, that's okay. I felt that way for many years, and it's okay. That's exactly where God wants you to be, because we're made to be called to be set apart. I know that this video is going to get backlash, and I know that people don't like me talking about God, but it's written in the Bible that Jesus even said, they will hate you for knowing me. If they persecuted me, they will persecute you. And that's something I have to accept as being a Christian. I never want to come from a stance of shoving my religion down your throat or judging you. I'm not judging anybody. I'm never coming from a position where you're a sinner and you're messed up and I don't blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm a sinner too. I have been through some crap in my life. I've made questionable decisions. I've done stupid things that I've regretted, you know? But I remember that I'm redeemed and I'm restored, and God forgives me, and I forgive myself, and he still loves me. He doesn't remember my sin anymore. He does not remember it. As far as the east is the west, he does not remember our sins any longer. So just know that there's grace, and it's never, ever, ever too late to start over and to be who you want to be and to have a relationship with God. So I just want to say there is hope, and there is an answer, and there is a solution to the pain and to feeling left out. And just know, like, his name is Jesus. Read his word, call upon him. He is there for you. He's changed my life for the better, which is why I'm sitting here talking to you guys about it. I wouldn't be just sitting here talking about it if it was just some phony thing, because it's not. But I've rambled enough. I love you guys so much. I just wanted to share my thoughts on life lately. And yeah, before I start busting out other new content, I wanted just to sit down and just chit chat and be like, hello, this is my life right now. Yeah, I mean, and also just know I'm not perfect. I've never been perfect. I never will be perfect. But these are just my current thoughts, and yeah, I'm just in a really good spot right now. So I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing. I seriously, like, I don't know where I would be without you guys. And just thank you so much for watching me and supporting me. If you guys want to support me in other areas, you can follow my Instagram, which is Jeanine Amapola, and you can check out my vlogs where I post on there quite often. It's Jeanine TV down below as well. Let me know your thoughts down below. I really hope nothing was taken wrong in this video. Just please know my heart is always to care for you guys and to be there and be like a big sister. And yeah. All right. Peace out, Girl Scout. Bye, guys.